Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss why Shopify chose to exit the logistics business. Of course, if you're not aware, over the last couple of years, Shopify has invested over $3 billion in expanding its logistics offerings to its merchants. But in its most recent quarter, it announced that it is selling all of its logistics business to Flexport, who will become the preferred logistics partner for Shopify. So stay tuned for this brief video and let's go through why Shopify chose to sell its logistics business. So, starting with an explanation from management, they said on logistics, building logistics infrastructure is a side effort that all e commerce entrepreneurs are eventually pulled into. Not true. eBay has been an e commerce business for a couple of decades and they've managed to stay out of shipping and handling business. Shopify, nevertheless, decided to take this on behalf of every merchant because we're significantly larger and we can leverage our scale to build this on their behalf. Oh, I see what they meant. They meant that every entrepreneur has to deal with shipping and handling, which, yes, that's true. And Shopify wanted to help entrepreneurs with their shipping and handling needs. Okay, I get it. That makes sense. I take back what I said earlier about eBay. So Shopify, because of its scale, thought that, you know what, we can help merchants deal with shipping and handling. Because of our large scale, we can streamline things and we can make it easier for merchants to do this activity. Unfortunately, it's not something that can be very effectively improved through scale. It's not something that can be very effectively improved through scale. What do I mean by that? If you look at Amazon and you look at their e commerce business, they're generating massive losses in that area. And they are the biggest business in scale, arguably not arguably in e-commerce. So even though they're dealing with $400-500 billion in sales annually, that is still not large enough to generate profits in that business segment. So with Shopify, and Shopify is like, 1/10, not even 1/10, maybe 1/10 the size of Amazon. To think that they can do it effectively was a flawed premise. And I had been stating that for several quarters now as Shopify went down this path. I used to own Shopify stock, but as soon as they made that decision to go down into the logistics path, investing billions of dollars in shipping and handling, I sold out. I said, I don't want to be in this business. That's the same reason I don't own Amazon stock. It's just very difficult. How can you make profits delivering items to consumers' doorsteps when people buy things that sometimes are, less than $10? The other day I ordered a box of cereal and they delivered it to my door. The box of cereal cost $4. How can Amazon make a profit on that kind of transaction? And there are many, many, many individuals who make those types of transactions on Amazon using Amazon Prime. So, and the evidence is in Amazon's very skinny profit margins. And so when I saw Shopify going into it, I was not happy about it. But on the same time, on the flip side, now that Shopify has decided to get out of this business, I'm very much more interested in Shopify stock. So this decision allows Shopify to focus on what we do best: designing and scaling a breadth of solutions and essential infrastructure that our merchants need to compete in an increasing digital world. And it allows them to focus on three core areas, which expanding from first sale to full scale, going global, and building customer relationships. This is what I want Shopify to do. If I'm an investor in Shopify, these are the things I want Shopify to focus on. These are the things that I think Shopify can do effectively and profitably at scale. And so the return on that investment, I think, can be massive versus spending billions of dollars in logistics and fulfillment and warehouses and trucks and planes and all of that infrastructure that has proven so far to not be very lucrative. I did not want Shopify to do that. So I'm happy that Shopify has done this so that they can focus on their three core areas. And I'm now interested in Shopify stock again. So I'm starting to kick the tires now, looking at the business, looking at how this all shakes out, and I will consider purchasing Shopify stock again. Whereas, as long as they were interested in logistics, I was not interested in Shopify stock. So, Shopify, to summarize, is divesting away from the logistics business so that it can focus on its core areas. And I think once they started to invest in logistics and they started to see the difficulty in the business and how um, bulky and cumbersome and difficult it is, they started to see the problems that Amazon are having. And I think management said, you know what, let's cut our losses now. Let's get out of this business. So I think that's why Shopify chose to get out of the logistics business. And as a Shopify investor, if you are a Shopify investor, I would be happy with this decision. But that's all I've got for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.